Hey, what's going on, all my six-string friends? Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Just want to dive a little bit deeper into a lesson from, if you haven't seen it already, there was a quick little shorts video I did not too long ago. It's about playing triads and combining triads with just kind of practicing so it doesn't sound like you're just, playing scales. It actually will sound musical. It's all kind of based around the 1-4-5 pattern, right? So if it's a 1-4-5 pattern, C, okay, and then you have the F, and then a G. So look, someone says play a 1-4-5 pattern, you're playing those chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5. So in the case of C, it's a C, there's an F, and a G. And we're playing these big chords, you're actually playing almost all the chords, right, out of the strings. Remember, you also have the triads we can use, there's inversions you can use, and you can kind of learn this without even knowing what you're learning or understanding it, but as you're playing it, it starts to make a little bit more sense. Again, triad, what's a triad? 3 notes. Okay, there's a triad, there's a triad, there's a triad. So really I'm just taking these chords, and I'm only playing several of the notes that but are still part of that chord, the chords that you stack, right? So it's the 1, the 3, and the 5. Again, 1-4-5 different than 1-3-5. We're talking about chord progressions, 1-4-5. But what makes up a major chord? It's the 1, the 3, and the 5 notes. So we're gonna just take those notes and just kind of, that's C right there. Here's an F. So it sounds very musical, but all you're doing is just playing arpeggiated notes in a triad, and you can work all this up the neck, until you don't have any more room to do this. So here's a C, there's an F, there's a G, and then it repeats. There's a C, there's an F, and there's a G, and it repeats. And there's a C, and there's an F, and there's a G. And it repeats. Now I'm going to stop there because I kind of went from tonic to tonic, but I don't have the cutaway. So, but if you do just arpeggiated, we're only working on the 2nd string, 3rd string, and 4th string. That's it. Okay. So let's just pick the notes. That's the note you don't play. Let's try that again. And it doesn't sound like you're playing much, but it is kind of musical, and you are actually practicing. And you are learning that as you do this, you're playing just triads in the key of C. There's your C, here's your F, there's your G. F, excuse me, C, F, G, C, F, G, C. Well, how do you know that? Well, you're playing this. There's your C. How do you know that? You're playing, here's your F. It's all part of this chord. Here's your G. It's part of that chord. So know your cage system, this is starting to make sense now. Okay? Here's your C, right there. And then here's your, I hate these chords. Oh, these are always tough to play, but there's your F. Right, because you're playing the D-shaped cage theory right there. There's your G. There's your G root. Okay? There's your C. All part of this. Again, back to the E, right? So the E-shaped chord. There's your F, right? There's your G. So it's just muscle memory. Give it a shot. Again, you're just playing, when I'm doing these arpeggios, I'm playing this 4, 3, 2, 3 strings. 4, 3, 2, 3 strings. 4, 3, 2, 3 strings. So, and it's not a race, it's a marathon. You don't have to plow, you don't have to do this a million miles an hour, but it will help your hand coordination, speed, the whole thing. And if it sounds familiar, this is kind of a, you heard that? Growing Up by Springsteen. So very triad, we're just kind of adding a different note, taking away a different note, but it's the same thing. So give it a shot. This is a great thing. It's kind of, if you're sitting in front of the TV, you can do this just as you're watching TV, because you're gonna train your ear as well. It's gonna sound good, and you know when it's not gonna sound good. I'm trying to get it to sound not good. It's not working. You know, so you know when it's gonna sound good and when it doesn't. Hopefully it helped. See you on the next one.